He reached the bunker and he said to me, I thought whether I should throw a grenade inside or put the camera inside. And he said he put the camera inside so that he could get the best possible pictures, so that he could mix the best film, so that he could send it back to the other brothers that do not know anything about jihad, that don't know anything about jihad, so that they could see the jihad in their televisions and find out and learn about jihad. So that was his intention. He wanted to make the best possible videotapes, and so he was always in the front with his camera fighting. And in the second operation, Allah gave him Shahada, insha'Allah.
حق إنما نعليه بالبيد الصفاح عار عليكم أن تعيشوا في العويل وفي النوح وخصومكم قد أرهبوكم بالنباح وبالصياح
In der Jihad die einzige Möglichkeit, Allahs Gnade, mit Allahs Barmherzigkeit am Tag des Jüngsten gerechnet zu sein.
فاسأل جراحي أنتم أسود ضيعت بقودها
Abu al-Munzir al-Yamani, Operation Miracle, July 1995.
لا محمل سلاحي إني وفيت ربنا والدي لا تسأل جراحي.
This brother was in one of the attack groups during Operation Miracle. Due to the heavy fighting, this Mujahideen group had their heads down. Abu al-Munzir put his head up for one moment to look where the firing was coming from, and he was shot by a single bullet to his forehead. One day later, after he was killed, one brother saw him in a dream and asked him, Abu al-Munzir, what happened to you? And he replied that I was near the bunker and there was heavy firing, and I put my head up to see where the firing was coming from, and as I was looking around, looking for the bunker, I felt something tap me on my forehead, and then I saw myself looking into paradise. Abu Umar al-Harbi from Medina to Munawwara, Operation Miracle, July 1995.
He came to the front line and he never went back for 2 years. He spent in the front line and never wanted to ever once go back to the city camp where you have the dunya, you have the shops, all the good things of the dunya, but he never ever wanted to go back there. He spent all his time in the camp, and even when he wanted something from there, he would tell the brothers to get this from there, get this from his bags which he had in the storeroom there, get this and that. And this brother, he never went back. And then this brother, mashallah, he always used to make the brothers laugh so much, because he liked to make the brothers laugh and enjoy themselves, but in a good halal way also. You look at him, he looks like a joker, but in the fight he's like a lion. In the second operation, the brothers, they made an attack in that place. It was an extremely dangerous place, extremely open place full of mines. The Serbs could see you coming from a very clear and open place, and the brothers, they made an attack in this place. And he was the commander, the head of this group which was making the attack. And the brother was asking, as they were running across this clear open space, are there any mines? And he screamed back to him, Allahu Akbar, and they just ran right through the minefield towards the Serbs' bunkers. And as he was coming towards the bunkers, he was shot straight in the forehead by a Serb, and he fell to be shaheed, insha'Allah. And this brother, apparently, some brothers have seen him in their dream, and he appeared to them, and his face was extremely white. And they asked him, what happened to you? He said, the night before we was in the bunker on the mountain just waiting for the attack, and he fell asleep and he had janaba. So, and he went, and there was no way for him to have a bath on the mountain. So, in this situation, you just go, you make tayammum and you pray and you go. And because the jihad is more important than to return from the mountain to have a bath, and he is the emir of the whole group, to delay the operation. No way. So, he went inside the operation with janaba, and he was shaheed. And he said that as he was shot, he didn't feel anything. He felt something just touch him on the template, on his forehead, and then he fell. felt two like beings holding him, one from either side, and take him straight up in the sky, straight, very fast, and without tilting him in any direction. They took him straight, like straight into the sky. And he said that the angels, they gave him his ghusl, just like in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. He said that the angels gave him the ghusl. Another brother called Mundir Yaman.
Abu Umar al-Harbi speaking one day before Operation Miracle, in which he was taken shaheed.
معنا الحبيب الحربي أبو عمر الحربي فليتفضل مشروكا يلا حبيبي ايش قول لك نفسك.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. من أرض البوسنة نحييكم والأمير نادينا. ندعو الله أن يجمعنا وياكم في جنات النعيم. أوصيكم بتقوى الله وشعوري إن شاء الله أن بناشر الصرب ونقتلهم قتل بإذن الله.
Salman Farsi, Operation Miracle, July 1995.
This brother, mashallah, he loved his training. He loved to train fi sabilillah so that he could be as strong and as tough and the best in the fighting as he could be, so that he could do as much damage to the kuffar as possible. But this brother always used to exert himself in training with this intention of damaging the kuffar. The brother was, mashallah, a very big brother. He was a formidable sight, because on his back he had strapped on his chest rig, on his back he had strapped a massive sword of at least the length of an arm, which as you look at him, you can see the handle of it sticking from behind his head and in between his head and his shoulder. And he used to wear a black scarf tied on his head, and he was just a formidable sight when you looked at him. And this brother, when you talk to him, all he ever talks about is Shuhadaa, just martyrdom in the paradise, martyrdom in the paradise, all the time. This is all he could ever talk about. Nothing else would ever interest him apart from Shuhadaa in the paradise. In the second operation, I saw his chest rig, because his chest rig was very distinctive. It was the only one with a sword on stuck to the back, and he'd been killed, but they'd taken his body, so I didn't see his body, but I saw his chest rig. So me and 4 other brothers, we picked it up and we smelled it, and the perfume, strong perfume, was coming from his blood. And all of us, we looked at each other in amazement. It's like, it's not. We've heard stories of this perfume. We've heard stories of like brother's blood smelling of perfume. We never doubted it, but we never experienced it first hand properly. And we were smelling this now in front of us, and the 2 Bosnian army soldiers were there as well, and they smelled it as well. No mistakenly, a strong perfume that cannot compare it to any of the perfumes of this world. But as you smell this perfume, it relaxes you and you feel relaxed. Inshallah, the brother, this is a good sign for him that he is shaheed, and it's a sign for the brothers that saw this perfume that this is the right path, and to have sabr on this path.
Abu Thabit al-Muhajir, Amir of the front line, Operation Brother of Bosnia, 10th of September, 1995.
Well, I spent 6 years in Afghanistan. Before that, he was a very experienced soldier in the Egyptian army. Went to Afghanistan. Spent 6 years there, training the brothers fighting in Afghanistan. Very experienced fighter. Came to Bosnia, and he was a Amir, and this brother was so tough, so brave that when he fought, he wouldn't even duck from the bullets. That's how fearless he was. And this brother, he was a commander. And he was had such a strong character that you couldn't help love him. And he made you feel like you was his favorite friend. And everybody he used to make everybody feel as if he was their favorite friend. And his character was just when you look at him, you think you're looking at a Sahaba. And this brother, in the attack, in the third operation, he was injured, and he didn't even shout out in pain, but he carried on the attack, he carried on fighting, and then a second shot took him a shaheed. From Yemen.
أبو ثابت 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 أبو ثابت